So this is for my customer on Westray. So you go inside the car, you pull this lever, and this opens this little flap here, and you open that connection. This is for your 3-pin plug, or your granny cable as we call it. So this is a Nissan unit, it's exactly the same as the Peugeot unit, and you plug it into your 3-pin plug supply, and you have a series of lights come on, and this is saying that it's ready. And then you simply get the other end, this has got a type 1 connector, offer the slot up that's at the bottom of the connector there to the slot on the bottom, push in till it clicks. You hear a fan come on, which is normal, and a little light comes on the dashboard, a little red plug light there, just showing that it is charging. It really is as simple as that. So to start the Peugeot, you put the key in the ignition, and with your foot on the foot brake, push your foot on the foot brake, turn the key and turn as if you're starting it on a starter till you hear a bing bong. As soon as you hear a bing bong, release the key and the key will flick back, and that's it, it's running. So that's just telling me I've got the handbrake on. You take the handbrake off, you go from P with your foot on the brake, across from P, reverse, neutral, drive, and D will come up on the dashboard. That means you're in drive. You take your foot off the accelerator, squeeze the throttle. It really is that simple. And quiet, of course. So to stop the car, you obviously put your foot on the brake, your speed's at the bottom there. You put the gear stick back up into P for park, it will flick back to that position, that's normal. P comes up on the dashboard, put the handbrake on, take your foot off the brake and take the key out by turning it, let me show you, just take the key out, turn the car off, take the key out, walk away. So again, to start it, put the key in the ignition, foot on the brake, turn, let go, it's running. It really is that simple. So you just squeeze the accelerator and away you go. You get some red rear seatbelt lights will come up on the dash. That's normal. They go off after about 15 seconds. They've just gone out, and that's just to remind people on the back seats to put their seatbelts on. But if there's no one sitting on the back seats, they go out on their own. And that's it. Very nice and quiet. This has been brought to order for our customer on Westray, and she's taking delivery of this next Thursday. Drives lovely and straight, drives like all the Peugeot I-ons that we've had in stock. It's just awaiting a really good valet and a clean, and yeah, everything works as it should. So we have the speed in the middle, we have a little red needle which goes up into like a green eco zone. That means you're driving economically, and if you still accelerate very quickly, there you go, the needle will swing right round into the power zone. When you come off the accelerator, the red needle will go into the charge zone, which basically means it's doing regen braking. So you're harvesting energy back into the battery by asking the motor to slow the car down. So you can drive this virtually just on the accelerator and just use the brakes for the last few meters when you come into a junction, etc. Great for going down hills because it will hold the car back a little bit. You can still regulate it with the accelerator. But the great thing about electric cars is that you can harvest energy that normally would have been wasted through braking, which is putting heat into slowing the car down, but you put in heat into the disc brakes. That's why disc brakes are ventilated. Discs get really hot. Well, that heat is energy you're trying to get rid of. So harvest that energy in the form of electricity and push it back into the battery. All electric cars do this. Absolutely brilliant. Makes so much sense. So I'm now going to show you how you rapid charge a Peugeot I-on. This applies to a Citroen C0 or a Mitsubishi i-MiEV. Underneath the driver's seat you have this lever. Pull that lever up. and walk to the other side of the car, and this little flap opens, and you open that. This is called a CHAdeMO rapid charge connection. So you go to a rapid charger. This one is here in Kirkwall opposite Lidl's and Tesco's, and you get yourself a Charge Place Scotland card. Now this is from chargeplacescotland.org. Offer the card up. It checks the card, and then it gives you different options for different charges. We want CHAdeMO, which is this one here. So CHADENMO, CHAdeMO. It's a Japanese standard. Press that, select it, and of the three, you want the blue one. Take it out its holder, basically go up and offer it up square and push till it clicks. And it clicks and says OK on there. You go back to the screen and you have the option of cancel or start. If you want to start. Now what the machine is doing, it will talk to the car, and then the car will talk to the unit, and it's now saying to the unit the car is 50% charged. And then the unit will start to charge at around about 100 amps, and it will automatically turn itself off, and then you just walk away. Now basically as well, there's a little red light on the trigger that denotes the car is rapid charging. And if we go back inside the car, obviously you've got the little red charging light on that you saw before with the 3-pin plug. Now on hot days, sometimes the air conditioning and the fan will come on automatically. That is normal, and it's basically the car just blowing some cool air over the batteries, because when you rapid charge an electric car, it does create some heat, so that's quite normal. It's not coming on today because it's not hot, the car's not hot, we haven't got really hot weather. So if ever the fan comes on, that is perfectly normal and not to panic. So you'll see over here we've got like a fuel gauge, it's showing it's half charged, and it will happily charge. Now with the Peugeot I-on having a 17 kilowatt hour battery, if you were to turn up here with 5 miles left, this is going to take around 17 minutes to rapid charge, and that will take you up to 80%. Why 80%? Well, it's basically not putting too much in. It pushes so much energy into the battery, creates some heat, so to protect the battery it actually turns off at 80%. The car will send a signal to the charger, the charger will stop at 80%, and you can disconnect. But if you just want a few minutes top up and you don't want to wait to fully charge it, you don't have to fully charge it. So we're already up to 56%, 57%. We've been on 1 minute 53 seconds. So that is how rapid a rapid charger is. Now we want to end the charge early, which we can do. So if you come back to the screen, this will eventually go blank. So you can re-offer up your card in between these two lines. That will bring this screen up, and then you press stop. As you can probably hear, it's ending the charge. Now you wait for this light to go out, which it has done. Push the trigger forward, pull the whole unit out, put it back into its bracket, which on these chargers is very loose. That is how it fits. Shut the little flap, shut the other flap, and away you go. It also says on the unit, charge ended by user. So if the car finishes the charge, it will say charge ended by vehicle, but we ended the charge. So I hope that's been useful.